नाउ लेट अस सॉल्व एन इलस्ट्रेशन बेस्ड अपॉन दिस थ्योरम। मैं क्वेश्चन लिखती हूँ, तब तक आप इस स्टेटमेंट को नोट डाउन कर लीजिए। So let us see an illustration on this. So the question says, if f of x is a function equals to x minus 1 into x minus 2 into x minus 3 and a equals to 0 and b equals to 4, find c using Lagrange's mean value theorem. So अगर Lagrange's mean value theorem में this is our function f of x, a equals to 0 और b 4 है, तो हमें c की वैल्यू पता करनी है. That is the point at which f dash c would be equals to f of b minus f of a upon b minus a. So let us see what our f of x is. If I expand, if I solve this, this would be equal to x cube minus 6x square minus 11x minus 6. This is equals to 0. So this is our function f of x. Now let us try to find the value of f of a, which is f of 0. So in this case, what would be f of 0? F of 0 would be equal to 0 minus 0 minus 0 and minus 6. So f of 0 would be equals to minus 6 and f of 4 is going to be equals to 4 minus 1 into 4 minus 2 into 4 minus 3, which is equals to 3 into 2 into 1, and this is equals to 6. So f of 0 होगा minus 6 और f of 4 होगा 6. Now let us see what would be f dash c here. It would be f of 4 minus f of 0 upon 4 minus 0, which would be 6 minus minus 6 divided by 4, which is equals to 12 upon 4, which is equals to 3. So f dash c would be equals to 3. Now we have to find the point c जहाँ पे slope होगा 3. So we basically have to find the value of this c. Let us differentiate this function. So f dash x क्या हो जाएगा? It would be equal to 3x square minus 12x minus 11 equals to 0. And we have to find f dash x equals to 3. We have to find the point C for which f dash x equals to 3. Let us say that point is C. So we can say 3c square minus 12c minus 11 would be equals to 3, or 3c square minus 12c minus 14 equals to 0. Or from here I can say c would be equals to 12 plus minus under root 12 square minus 4 into 3 into minus 14, this divided by 3. When we solve this, 3 into 2. So this would be equals to 2 plus minus under root 12 square plus 4 into 3 into 14 divided by 6 square divided by 36. So 2 plus minus this value is going to be the two values of C, and when we check, you will find that these two values of C lies in the range open interval 0 to 4. So basically we will find two values of C at which the slope of the curve would be equals to C, or at which f dash C would be equals to 3. So आपको क्वेश्चन समझ में आया कि हमने किस तरीके से सॉल्व किया? हमने LMVT प्रूफ करने के लिए सबसे पहले f of 0 और f of 4 निकाला, that is f of a और f of b निकाला. Then we found out the value of f dash c, which is equals to f of b minus f of a upon b minus a. फिर हमने f dash x निकाल के we equated it to द स्लोप ऑफ द कॉर्ड दैट इज इक्वल्स टू 3 और फिर यहाँ से हमने c की वैल्यू निकाली. सो दिस इज व्हाट Lagrange's मीन वैल्यू थ्योरम स्टेट्स. आई होप ये क्वेश्चन सभी को क्लियर है. दिस वाज अ स्मॉल इलस्ट्रेशन. इसमें हमने Lagrange's मीन वैल्यू थ्योरम को ही न्यूमेरिकली अप्लाई करके देखा. नाउ लेट अस सॉल्व वन मोर इलस्ट्रेशन. आई होप सभी ने ये वाली साइड नोट कर ली होगी. सो आई एम लीविंग दैट साइड एंड आई एम इरेजिंग दिस साइड. नाउ लेट अस सॉल्व वन मोर इलस्ट्रेशन ऑन LMVT. सो क्वेश्चन लिखे. नाउ द क्वेश्चन स्टेट्स using LMVT, that is Lagrange's mean value theorem, prove that 1 plus x is less than e to the power x and which is less than 1 plus x into e to the power x for all x greater than 0. So we have to prove that e to the power x lies between 1 plus x and 1 plus x into e to the power x for all x greater than 0. This is what we have to prove. Now इस चीज को हमको LMVT से प्रूव करना है. So for applying Lagrange's mean value theorem in this case, we'll need a function f of x. तो यहाँ पे the function that we'll consider is f of x equals to e to the power x. This is the function that we are considering in this case. Now f of x is continuous in the range 0 to x, that is in the closed interval 0 to x. Let us find f dash x here. That will be even equals to e to the power x, and we know this even exists in the open interval 0 to x. तो Lagrange's mean value theorem की दोनों condition satisfy होगी. First, function is continuous in the range 0 to x, and f dash x exists or it is differentiable in the range 0 to x. So let us find f dash c. So f dash c होगा e to the power c e to the power x minus e to the power 0 upon x minus 0, which is equals to e to the power x minus 1 upon x. So यहाँ तक तो हमें मिल गया that f dash c equals to e to the power x minus 1 upon x. Now हमें क्या करना है, हमें इस इनइक्वालिटी को प्रूफ करना है. और one more thing which I know from here is c lies between 0 to x. So अगर इनइक्वालिटी प्रूफ करना है तो हमें कोई इनइक्वालिटी रिलेशन यूज करना पड़ेगा. And the only inequality relation that we know here is c is lying between x to 0. Now our function is f of x into e to the power x. e to the power x के बारे में मैं एक और चीज जानती हूँ, that this function is an increasing function. We know that e to the power x is always an increasing function. So I know if c lies between 0 to x, then I can write e to the power c will lie between e to the power x and e to the power 0. Once again, हमें क्या पता था कि c is lying between 0 to x, and one more thing that we know is e to the power x is an increasing function. So I can say c will lie between 0 to x. Now what is e to the power 0? It is 1. This is less than e to the power c. What is e to the power c? It is e to the power x minus 1 upon x, and this is less than e to the power x. So this is the inequality relation we got. Now x is greater than 0, तो मैं इसी inequality के दोनों साइड ट्रांसफर कर सकती हूँ. We'll get is x is less than e to the power x minus 1 into x into e to the power x. Or from here what I can write is x plus 1 is less than e to the power x, and this is less than 1 plus x into e to the power x. So this is how we solve this question. समझ में आया हमने क्या किया? हमने जब LMVT अप्लाई किया तो हमें एक तो e to the power c की वैल्यू मिली, और दूसरा हमें एक कंडीशन पता है कि जो c है that lies between 0 to x. Now since c lies between 0 to x and I is an increasing function, so I know e to the power c will even lie between e to the power and e to the power x. हमने e to the power x, e to the power c और e to the power 0 की वैल्यू सब्स्टिट्यूट की और इस रिलेशनशिप को सॉल्व किया टू गेट दिस रिलेशनशिप. सभी को क्वेश्चन क्लियर था? Everyone understood how we use the concept of LMBT in this case और किस तरह हमने इस inequality relationship से ये relationship derive किया. This was a hybrid question जहाँ पे हमने LMBT तो apply किया but monotonic functions का concept भी apply किया. So these are the type of questions that you should actually expect in examinations. Direct questions तो usually नहीं आते. Usually इस type के interpretation के questions ही usually पूछे जाते हैं. So अभी तक हमने रोलेस थ्योरम डिस्कस कर ली, Lagrange's mean value theorem डिस्कस करी. Now next what we will discuss is we will see how can we find roots of an equation using LMBT and Rolle's theorem. So we are going to see applications of LMBT and Rolle's theorem to find roots of an equation. Now let us start with our next topic, that is isolating real roots of an equation by using Rolle's theorem and Lagrange's mean value theorem. So we are going to show how we will isolate real roots of an equation. Now इस टॉपिक को स्टार्ट करने से पहले I want to explain you a concept which is derived out of Rolle's theorem and Lagrange's mean value theorem. So the concept says that if f of x is a function and a comma b belongs to real number such that the first condition is f of x and f dash x are continuous in closed interval a comma b. Second condition, f of a and f of b have opposite signs and third condition, f dash x is not equals to 0 in x lying between a to b, then as per this concept there would be only one root of f of x in the interval a comma b. So the concept says that if f of x is a function and a and b belongs to real number and f of x and f dash x are continuous in a and b, second condition f of a and f of b have opposite signs and the third condition is f dash x is not equals to 0 in the range x lying from a to b, then there would be only one root of the equation f of x in the range a to b. So this is a concept that we have derived using Rolle's theorem and Lagrange's mean value theorem. मैं इस कॉन्सेप्ट का फिजिकल इंटरप्रिटेशन समझाने की कोशिश करती हूँ आपको. सो दे आर सेइंग हमारे पास एक फंक्शन है जो रेंज a से b में कंटिन्यूअस और डिफरेंशिएबल दोनों है. लेट अस से दिस इज a and this is b. Next we are telling that f of x should have opposite signs. F of a and f of b should have opposite signs. So let us say f of a is positive and f of b is negative. And the third condition they are telling is f dash x should not be equal to 0 in between a to b. इस range में f dash x 0 नहीं होना चाहिए. Now let us draw a function satisfying these three conditions. So I will say, let us say I am drawing this function and I am making sure that f dash x is not equals to 0 in this range anywhere. So what they are telling is there would be only one root of f of x in a comma b and that is what I am seeing कि यहाँ से यहाँ तक में f of x का सिर्फ एक ही रूट है which is this value. Let us draw in some other ways. Let us say a यहाँ है और b यहाँ है. Now even I try to join them, I'll get only one root. सो अगर इन तीन कंडीशन को आप सेटिस्फाई कर दे तो वी विल बी वेरी गारंटीड दैट f of x will have just one root in between a and b. और प्रूफ करते हैं, लेट अस ट्राई टू ड्रॉ इट इन सम अदर वेज. लेट अस से a यहाँ है और b यहाँ है. Even if I join them now, making sure that f dash x is not 0 in any place, I am sure that there is only one root. अगर इस केस में f dash x कहीं 0 हो जाता, then there would have been a different case. For example, अगर f dash x 0 हो जाता तो फिर यहाँ पे दो रूट्स भी हो सकते थे. So that is why we have specified this condition that f dash x should not be ever equals to 0 in between a to b. So अगर हम ये केस देखें, so in this case f dash x is 0 at these 3 points and hence this equation is having 3 roots in between a and b. So just to make sure there is only one root, we have put this condition that f dash x should not be 0 in between a to b. I hope ये कंडीशन सभी को समझ में, इससे ये जो रिजल्ट हमने डिराइव किया यही भी सभी को समझ में आया होगा. दिस वी विल यूज इन आइसोलेटिंग एंड समटाइम फाइंडिंग रूट्स ऑफ एन इक्वेशन. नाउ लेट अस सॉल्व एन इलस्ट्रेशन ऑन दिस टॉपिक. मैं ये साइड इरेज कर देती हूँ. सो क्वेश्चन लिखिए. द क्वेश्चन सेज show that there is no real number k for which the equation is x cube minus 3x plus k equals to 0 has two distinct roots in the range 0 to 1. So the question says we have a function f of x equals to x cube minus 3x plus k equals to 0 and we have to show that this equation does not have the equation does not have two distinct roots in the range 0 to 1. So this is what we have to prove, that this equation for any value of k does not have two distinct roots in the range 0 to 1. So let us do one thing, let us try to prove this question by contradiction. हम assume करते हैं कि इस इक्वेशन के दो डिस्टिंक्ट रूट्स है अल्फा a से 0 to 1 रेंज में, and then we will try to contradict our assumption. So let us say this question has two roots alpha and beta which lies in this range 0 to 1. हमने assume कर लिया कि इसके दो डिस्टिंक्ट रूट है for some value of k and let us try to solve accordingly. अगर कहीं पे हमें contradiction मिला then we will say that हमने गलत सोचा था and our assumption was wrong and two roots cannot be there, two distinct roots cannot be there. So let us say or let us assume that there are two roots alpha and beta lying between 0 to 1 for which this equation is equals to 0. This means f of alpha will be equals to 0 and similarly f of beta will be equals to 0 since alpha and beta are roots. Two more things that we know here is, since this is a polynomial function, so it would be continuous and even differentiable throughout. This means 0 to 1 में f of x continuous भी होगा और differentiable भी होगा. So three conditions we are getting. F of alpha would be equal to f of beta. Second, f of x continuous है. And next condition that we are getting is that f dash x be continuous है or f of x is differentiable. So what we are getting the three conditions of Rolle's theorem. Function continuous है, differentiable भी है and f of alpha is equals to f of beta. This means there would be at least one value c lying between alpha and beta such that f dash c would be equals to 0. यही Rolle's theorem हमें कहती है, तो अभी हमने यही लिख दिया that there would be at least one c lying between alpha and beta for which f dash c would be equals to 0. अगर हम c की कोई ऐसी वैल्यू प्रूफ कर पाए तो we will say that our assumption was true that alpha beta are the roots of this equation. और अगर हम c की कोई ऐसी वैल्यू नहीं प्रूफ कर पाए we will say that our assumption was wrong. जो हमने assume किया वो गलत था, अल्फा और बीटा दोनों इस इक्वेशन के रूट्स हो ही नहीं सकते. So let us try to find out the value of this c. So हमें वो वैल्यू पता करनी है जिसपे f dash c 0 होगा. Let us see what would be f dash c. f dash c would be 3x square minus 3 और if I solve here I'll get x equals to plus minus 1. So what I'm getting, x is equals to plus minus 1 और c is equals to plus minus 1. So अब हमें क्या मिल रहा है समझने की कोशिश कीजिएगा. c is equals to plus minus 1 and we are telling that c lies between alpha and beta, but alpha beta they themselves lie between 0 to 1. This means जो c है it does not lies between alpha and beta and thus our assumption was wrong. Alpha beta cannot be the roots of this equation. So what we are getting, c does not lies between alpha to beta. In fact, c is greater than our beta at this instance of time because c is less than alpha. If c is alpha minus 1, it is less than alpha, and c is plus 1, it is greater than beta. So what we are getting here is c does not lies between alpha and beta. This means this condition is not getting satisfied. This means our assumption was wrong that alpha and beta cannot be two distinct roots of this equation. This means this equation x cube minus 3x plus k cannot have two distinct roots in this range 0 to 1. समझ में आया हमने क्या किया? हमने इस क्वेश्चन को कॉन्ट्राडिक्शन की हेल्प से प्रूव करने की कोशिश की. व्हाट वी डिड वाज, सबसे पहले हमने अज्यूम किया कि लेट अस से दो रूट्स है अल्फा बीटा इस इक्वेशन के जो 0 से 1 के बीच में लाई करते हैं. ऐसा करने पे हमें रोलेस थ्योरम की तीनों कंडीशन मिल गई. तो हमने कहा कि रोलेस कंडीशन भी यहाँ सैटिस्फाई होनी चाहिए, मतलब देयर शुड बी वन सीन लाइंग बिटवीन अल्फा एंड बीटा जहाँ पे एफ डैश सी 0 होगा. जब हमने सी की वैल्यू फिजिकली सॉल्व करके पता की तो हमें मिली प्लस माइनस 1 जो कि अल्फा और बीटा की रेंज में आती ही नहीं है. दिस मीन्स हमने जो स्टार्टिंग में अजम्पशन लिया था कि अल्फा और बीटा इक्वेशन के दो रूट्स हैं वो गलत था. मतलब अल्फा बीटा इक्वेशन के दो रूट्स हो ही नहीं सकते जो 0 और 1 के बीच में लाई करते हैं. This means this equation cannot have two distinct roots in this range between 0 to 1. सभी को समझ में आया ये क्वेश्चन हमने किस तरह से क्या अप्रोच यूज करके सॉल्व किया? ऑल्दो हमने इसमें ये वाला कॉन्सेप्ट पूरी तरीके से नहीं यूज किया, बट दिस इज वन अमंग द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ रोलेस थ्योरम. एवरीवन इज परफेक्टली कंफर्टेबल कि हमने इस क्वेश्चन को किस तरीके से सॉल्व किया. अब एक और इलस्ट्रेशन सॉल्व करते हैं इसी कॉन्सेप्ट पे. मैं ये वाला साइड इरेज कर देती हूं. Now let us solve one more illustration on this topic. क्वेश्चन लिखिए. So the question says show that between any two roots of the equation e to the power x e to the power minus x minus cos x equals to 0 there exists at least one root of the equation sin x minus e to the power minus x equals to 0. The question says we have to prove that between any two roots of this equation there exists at least one root of this equation. So we have to prove this question. I want कि आप सभी इस क्वेश्चन को एक बार ट्राई कीजिए. पहले आप इसे ट्राई कर लीजिए फिर हम इसे एक साथ सॉल्व करेंगे. दिस इज अ रियली इजी क्वेश्चन. दिस आई विल से दिस इज अ डायरेक्ट एप्लीकेशन ऑफ वन ऑफ द थ्योरम्स जो अभी हमने पढ़ी है. अ वेरी सिंपल वन. प्लीज इसे प्रूव करने की कोशिश करिए. जस्ट दैट यू जस्ट हैव टू यूज अ लिटिल बिट ऑफ लॉजिक, अदरवाइज दिस क्वेश्चन इज वेरी इजी. जस्ट एज अ हिंट, अगर आप इन दोनों इक्वेशंस को बहुत ध्यान से ऑब्जर्व करेंगे तो व्हाट डू वी सी, ये है लेट अस से दिस इज अवर इक्वेशन f of x एंड लेट अस से ये है हमारी इक्वेशन g of x. So if we differentiate this equation we will get an equation something of this sort. This is a very big hint to solve this question now. I hope इसके बाद तो every one of you would be able to solve this question. This is a very easy one but has a really good concept behind it. So just attempt this one. तब तक किसी को पिछले किसी टॉपिक्स में डाउट हो तो वो मुझसे पूछ लीजिए. By the time everyone else just try to attempt this question. So I hope अभी तक सभी ने एक क्वेश्चन सॉल्व कर लिया होगा. Now let us very quickly get the solution of this question. तो क्वेश्चन सेज हमें प्रूव करना है कि f of x की दो रूट्स के बीच में g ऑफ x की एक रूट हमेशा लाई करती है. लेट अस से कि f ऑफ x की दो रूट्स हैं a और b. ओके, सो वील हैव f ऑफ a equals to 0 and f of b equals to 0. Now let us say, observe this function f of x. F of x is composed of e to the power minus x and cos x. E to the power minus x is continuous in the range 0 to x or in all the ranges I'll say, and cos x is even continuous in all the range. So I can say f of x is even a continuous function or f of x is a continuous function. So since e to the power minus x is continuous, cos x is continuous, so f of x is even a continuous function. Now let us see what is f dash x. आप सभी को समझ में आ रहा है कि मैं f of x को कंटिन्यूस और f dash x को भी कंटिन्यूस या डिफरेंशिएबल क्यों बताना चाह रही हूँ? बिकॉज हमें यहाँ से ये मिल गया है that f of a is equals to 0 and f of b is equals to 0. So what I am getting is कि since f of a is equals to f of b, मैं कहीं ना कहीं यहाँ पर रोलेस थ्योरम लगा पाऊंगी. So जैसे हमें मिल जाए कि दो फंक्शंस आर इक्वल, कहीं ना कहीं रोलेस थ्योरम हमें अचानक से स्ट्राइक कर जानी चाहिए. तो आई एम जस्ट ट्राइंग टू अप्लाई ऑल सैटिस्फाई ऑल द कंडीशंस ऑफ रोलेस थ्योरम. तो फर्स्ट थर्ड कंडीशन सैटिस्फाई है, एक कंडीशन हमें और मिल गई. व्हाट वी नेक्स्ट हैव टू प्रूव इज दैट f dash x is even continuous in this range. So if we differentiate, what is this? Minus x e to the power minus x cos x का differentiation sin x. So from here we get f dash x is equals to minus e to the power minus x plus sin x. Now e to the power minus x is differentiable, sin x is even differentiable. This means f dash x is even differentiable. अब हमारी रोलेस कंडीशन की तीनों कंडीशन सेटिस्फाई होगी. फंक्शन f of x is continuous, is differentiable and f of a is equals to f of b. So we can say that there would be at least one point C lying between a and b where f dash c would be 0. So there would be one C lying between a to b such that f dash c, which would be equal to minus e to the power minus c plus sin c equals to 0. And what is this e to the power minus c plus sin c? This is equals to our function g of x. So I can say g of c, or I can say c lying between a to b is the root of g of x. So what have we got here? A और B f of x के root है and C which is the root of g of x and C lies between a to b. So what we can say is between two roots of f of x, that is a and b, there lies one root of g of x which is C. सभी को आसानी से समझ में आया ये क्वेश्चन? This was an actually an easy one, just that हमें ये समझना था कि this function g of x is the differentiation of f of x, और अगर हम यहाँ पे रोलेस थ्योरम अप्लाई करें तो हम इजीली इस कॉन्सेप्ट को प्रूव कर सकते हैं. आई होप एवरीवन इज कंफर्टेबल विद दिस क्वेश्चन. सो आज हमने तीन इंपॉर्टेंट कॉन्सेप्ट्स पढ़े, रोलेस थ्योरम, लेग्रांजेस मीन वैल्यू थ्योरम एंड वी सॉ एलएमबीटी का ही एक स्पेशल केस है रोलेस थ्योरम, और रोलेस थ्योरम इज अ स्पेशल केस ऑफ एलएमबीटी थ्योरम. एंड नेक्स्ट वी सॉ हाउ कैन वी अप्लाई रोलेस थ्योरम एंड लेग्रांजेस थ्योरम टू फाइंड और टू आइसोलेट रूट ऑफ एन इक्वेशन. इस पे नेक्स्ट लेक्चर में हम और क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करेंगे एंड वी विल ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड दीस कॉन्सेप्ट्स more clearly, और उसके बाद we will start with the fifth subtopic of the chapter which is maxima and minima. One thing which I wanted to mention you is कि इस टॉपिक को जब हम डिस्कस कर रहे हैं तो थ्योरी डिस्कस करते टाइम वी आर नॉट डिस्कसिंग मेनी क्वेश्चंस. आई वांट कि एक बार हम सारी थ्योरी एक साथ डिस्कस कर ले एंड देन वी विल स्टडी सम रियली गुड प्रॉब्लम्स ऑन एप्लीकेशन ऑफ डेरिवेटिव. द ओनली रीजन टू डू दिस इज कि जब तक हम पांचों टॉपिक्स एक साथ नहीं पढ़ पाएंगे तो हम अच्छे वाले लेवल के क्वेश्चंस नहीं सॉल्व कर पाएंगे, बिकॉज सम गुड लेवल क्वेश्चंस रिक्वायर अस टू हैव अ कंप्लीट नॉलेज थ्रू आउट of all the topics. So most of them would be hybrid one involving all the 5 topics. So once we complete our 5th topic even, that is maxima and minima, uske baad I'll give you a tutorial sheet and we will discuss some very good problems on application of derivatives. So let us end our lecture for today. and tomorrow we will study this concept in more detail, and then we will switch on to maxima and minima. So thank you everyone.